What I'm doing is I'm setting up a little spin. So I'm taking the two full tones and I'm actually turning them back into themselves like a feedback control, but doing it on the desk. And what's happening is, since there's one input that goes to these, they're kind of bouncing, you know, they're both going to both sides. So it's kind of not exactly like just turning the feedback up on them, because that would be internally. This is like they're feeding back on themselves. It's hard to describe. Basically what the spin fader is, the spin fader is a way to add infinite repeat to a track via a delay by manipulating the fader. So basically, here's the diagram of how it works. Let's say this is we have a PCM42 or a tape echo or something is our return. It comes into our console. This little drawing here, you could think of it as a Pro Tools channel if you wanted. That channel comes down and comes onto the mix bus. And obviously the fader controls the signal going to the mix bus. Now, with the spin fader, you take a mult. Now, I take it after my console channel because often I want some EQ on that. But you could do it before if you wanted. You could just mult the return of the delay to multiple channels if you wanted. I take it after the channel because I have an analog console, and I put it back into another channel. On this channel, often I will come through the EQ to actually take more of the top end off, or maybe poke a little of the mid-range out, because I'm going to add this return, this delay, this echo, which is a fully wet track, 100% wet, back into the mix. That's cool. But I'm actually going to not put it in the mix. I'm going to disconnect it from the mix bus. Now, if we just did this, this is just more of the same. What's important here is that if this send on our console, let's say this is aux 1, is going to the delay, that means that this aux 1 here is the same thing. Now, this channel, we're going to turn this up to nominal here, somewhere like 7, somewhere like that. And we're going to put this fader all the way on the ground. And this is going to be post fade. Now, what's cool about this is this echo returns coming in. It's multing over here. This fader does not go to the mix bus at all. This doesn't. All it does is you ride this fader up and down. It puts the return back into the PCM42 via this aux. So this is aux 1 also here. Now, what you can do with this is that you can get it spinning, the echo, you know, that great echo sound, but you can manipulate it up and down. And you can boost it or lower it and basically create different tones. You can also, while it's doing that, tweak EQ and change EQ as you go. And it'll tweak the high parts, the low parts, the mid parts. A lot of different sounds you can get going here. And that's what the spin fader is. It's a really great way to automate the spinning and automate like echo throws. If you have your echo with no repeats whatsoever, which is how you should have it, this with the echoes repeats all the way down, this can be that control. And you can automate it inside of Pro Tools or inside your console. And that's basically how the spin fader works. Whenever we do a spin on my desk, we write the little Fibonacci spiral there, the little spiral, and that just means it's a spin fader. So hopefully this all makes sense. It's kind of a silly drawing and whatever, but that's how it works. Use it at your discretion. Let's just punch that last chord, okay?
Okay.
Hit that chord one more time. I'm just trying to get it right on the edge of feeding back in infinitely.
Okay.
Just keep hitting it. Cool, that'll do it. Here we go. Awesome.
Nice.
That'd be great. A little too loud, but I'll fix that. Let me explain something real quick. What was happening? The two full tones are fed from an aux on the desk. So that goes out and it goes to both units. But then both units come back to two channels on the desk. One hard pan right, one hard pan left. So what I was doing with that little spin move is I was actually sending both the left and right back to themselves. But if you think about it, one of them is on the left and one of them is on the right. So this echo is actually now feeding that echo, and this echo is actually feeding that echo, and they're spinning on top of each other. So it's kind of a little bit of a cross-mogenation of delays and things. So that's what's happening there at the end on that little feedback loop thing.